wanted to talk a little bit about Israel. As we know, Israel is being attacked as we speak. They are being confronted with the enemy attacking hatred without cause. And basically, we need to pray, come together and pray because, see, one of the things the enemy does, and there's a verse that tells us no weapons from against us shall prosper. And this is a time when you have to really believe what the promises of God entails. What God says about his people, what he says, what he will do for his people. And I know many people are concerned. They're worried. Clearly, you have to. I got many friends who live in Tel Aviv right now, and they just had a hit downtown Tel Aviv. Now, this is the difference. While Israel is fighting to defend themselves, and they attacked strategic places to destroy their capabilities of a nuclear weapon, Iran, they're attacking populated areas. And this shows the lack of heart, because I know this is war. There's always going to be collateral damage in every war. We know that. But the intent is different. And when people start here accusing one side or the other, we forget that Israel has always been in disadvantage throughout its history. It's always been a challenge for Israel to be in a place in which there will be an advantage, because for some reason the enemy wants to kill Israel. I know why. Biblically, I understand why. But for us who are in the diaspora, and I was there 2 weeks ago, and I had my tour, my Spanish tour, and it was an amazing tour. It was incredible. We enjoyed it. The land is good, very good, but there are also concerns. I mean, businesses are going out of people are going out of business due to the lack of tourism. It's getting very expensive. And now we have this, attack on Iran, that it has to happen. You cannot allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. One thing is to someone tell you, I don't like you. Another thing, another person say, I want to kill you, and I will do whatever it takes to kill you. And I will try to get proxy wars with other people to kill you. And they're telling you they want to kill you. You're not going to wait until they kill you. So clearly, we need to prep here, because don't you think that Iran has some, sleeper cells here in America? So when I'm trying to convey the message, and I've been doing this for a long time, and I've always tried to tell the people, and we don't want an event to happen to believers, or even believers in Yeshua who follow Torah, or Orthodox congregations. We don't want anyone to suffer, because we are teaching Torah. We follow the God of Israel. But I think those things will happen, specifically with the rise of anti-Semitism in America. There is a problem, and there's a problem that is raising up amongst believers in Yeshua with an anti-Semitic type of approach. They'll look at this war and say, well, that's not real Israel doing it. That's a Zionist government. And, it's okay. We don't have to worry about that. And that's crazy. We need now more than ever to be standing with Israel regardless what you and I think about their government. Because it's irrelevant. People live there. And I know they're obedient. Some of them are obedient to the Torah. Some of them are not. That's besides the point. They're attacking a country just because they're Jewish. And we need to defend, and we need to stand with Israel. That means that I highly recommend all local congregations in Florida, as well as all over the country, to take precautions, and please have a kind of security somehow, some way, to protect the congregation. Because if you have a menorah, if you have a Magen David, if you have announcements on Facebook, and you mention Torah, they see Jewish elements like the talit, or they see shofarim, they're going to come to you because we identify with Israel. So what I'm trying to convey the message to all the congregations around America, South America, Central America, and the Caribbean to start taking proactive steps to protect their local congregations and try to work together in the communities. If their congregations nearby, develop some kind of plan. As you know, I've trained in a tactical training, and I belong to organizations that deal with this type of stuff, and we need to be a team and a group right now. We need to put away our differences, and we need to help one another and defend one another. I'm not saying anything's going to happen, but this is a huge affront and shameful thing that is happening to Iran and their government, not the people. The people don't like their government. And we may see a civil war in Iran. We may see the government collapse. But we don't know that yet. We got to wait. But my concern is you. My concern right now, as we pray for Israel, but we also have to take proactive steps here in America in order to defend ourselves and to have protect our loved ones. We know there's also a lot of controversy with the immigration laws in America. Therefore, there are anarchists going around. I live in Florida, so it's easy here. We got full permission to defend ourselves. So we may not see a lot of stuff going on in Florida because we got full permission by the government, by the sheriff here, and we got. I'm telling you, we got permission to do whatever we need to do to defend ourselves and our lives and the life of a third person. So we're not worried about that. I'm worried about the states in which all the laws are against you in regards to defending yourself. So take proactive actions in order to protect yourself. They are being attacked in Israel right now during Shabbat. And I just made a post, and I hope you go in and see it. Basically, I said right now in Israel during Shabbat, the enemy is attacking based on hate, I'm supposed to say hatred, and I put hated without cause. I'll edit that after this. This video inspires me to continue to serve the great King. In Israel right now, they sing as the enemy attacks. We have to learn from that. Right now, in the middle of Israel, they're being attacked, and I hear people singing Am Israel Chai. So we need to continue to learn and join the people of Israel right now more than ever, guys. Remember, right now is them. In the future is us. And we need to be aware of that. Right now, the enemy does not make a distinction between the Jewish people in Israel and all of us who have stuff that we do that looks very similar to the Jewish people. Although we're not Orthodox, but we support Israel and the people, and we need to be on point. We need to be on point. So please, as we usher in the Shabbat, let us remember the people in Israel and pray for them, and also take proactive actions and steps to protect your local congregation. And this is important. This is extremely important that you do. If you have concealed weapons carry people who are in your congregation, start training them to deal with what is called active shooting situation. Let me tell you what you should do. Okay? If you call the sheriff and tell them that you are a congregation that is pro-Israel, as we are, sometimes they send a squad car to stand in the parking lot. They've done that for us. So another thing is we have to stop thinking that the enemy will not try to touch us. Has no power over us, but eventually he tries to touch us. And remember that in Israel, they get attacked all the time. They have different fronts. They have Gaza. They're taking care of that. They have what they call the West Bank, which is Shomron, Samaria, which now you have Ramallah, and then you have Jenin, and they're controlling that with a strong hand. Hezbollah, as you know, they kind of calm them down. And the Houthis, they tried to basically eliminate the airport so the Iranians don't have a place to fly out of. And this is the thing. If you're Iran right now, you are really in trouble because last night you have all of this sorties, all this Air Force of the IDF. They went in and out, and they didn't lose one person. And they went through Syria, they went through Jordan, they went through Iraq to get to Iran. They went back, and round trip, and they didn't lose one fighter. Now think about that. Iran is supposed to have an air force, so therefore Iran is going to act out of fear because the government does not want to lose their power grip over the people. The people are looking for the opportunity to get rid of these people, so they will do whatever it takes to keep power. Either try to oppress their own people, and God forbid they were able to finish an atomic bomb to deliver that, and we don't know that. So I am in full agreement that Israel should have, and I'm glad they attacked because they needed to make sure that Iran would never have a nuclear capabilities, because you don't want someone who's telling you they want to kill you and you don't want to give them a weapon in order to do so. So right now we need to pray, we need to stand fast, we need to have the faith, be encouraged that the God of Israel is the one who saves us. And I know, regardless what anybody says, I will always stand for the God of Israel. I will always stand for Yeshua as the Messiah. I will always stand for the land, and I will always stand for the people. I know they got problems. They're not perfect. But I will stand with Israel. And we need to stand with Israel at this time. They come for them now. They will come for us later. So let's take proactive steps to be ready, to defend ourselves, to stand the ground, and continue to pray for them as we take our steps, so that if God forbid comes on this side of the pond, we're ready. Okay, at least we have a president who is willing to stand in the gap and defend us. So at least we have that. All right, God bless you guys. Shabbat shalom. Thank you so much for your time, and I pray that this was encouraging in a way. No need to be in fear. Just be prepared. It's two different types of things. There's fear and there's preparation. There's two types of things. There's a flight response, and there is, preparation. Okay, so I don't want you to think you have to be running away to the mountains. That's not what you need to do. You need to stand fast, continue to pray, have a great Shabbat, proclaim the goodness of God, and you know that the Lord will always stand for us. May the Lord bless you and keep you guys. Shalom to you. We'll see you soon.